Hi, today we want to talk about how to increase your revenue by leveraging Uber Eats. Uber Eats is out there and it's a little bit of a double edged sword for most organizations that serve food and beverages on premise. Uber Eats is now in 90 cities across the globe and it will continue to grow. And it really can bring you new clients because they have a very big and expensive app with lots of budget behind it. But the question you have to ask yourself is what type of clients are you getting? And then once you get them to make a purchase from you, how do you retain them? So there are some pros. And like I said, Uber has giant budgets. They are out there promoting their Uber Eats service. And so it is a great system to be able to bring lots of new traffic to your organization. And it will bring sales. But the question is, what type of sales and what are you getting? Now, one of the things that we see as strategists for online is there are some serious cons. Like OpenTable, you are out there in the Uber app if you are using their service and you're bundled in with hundreds and thousands of different establishments across your region. Now, you as a fine dining establishment, do you really want to be lumped in with McDonald's? Okay. Well, this in this screen capture, just within a few miles of this location, we're getting all kinds of different restaurants. But the big thing, besides being thrown to the wolves and the sharks, is it doesn't bring any real foot traffic to your organization other than an in and out sale. The big problem with that is that you still have your overhead and there are no upsales on Uber delivery orders. So when you get somebody in your establishment, they can sit down, they can be tempted with an appetizer. They can be looked at all kinds of different menu choices. You can upsell them on cocktails and beer and other drinks, and then, of course, dessert. So you get a higher revenue per customer if someone comes into your establishment than takeout type service. And the other thing that it does for your staff is there's really no damn Sam. Hi, today in our strategy session, we want to talk about how do you increase revenues by leveraging Uber Eats. Now, Uber Eats is out there and it's a little bit of a double edged sword. Uber Eats is now in over 90 cities across the globe and it's continuing to grow every day. And it can bring you new clients because Uber spends a lot of money marketing their Uber Eats app. But the question that you have to ask yourself is what kind of clients are you getting? And then how do you retain them? Now, as strategists, we always like to look at the pros and cons. You do and can get new potential clients and new sales out of Uber Eats. Like I mentioned, they have a very big app with a huge budget, and so they're going to drive some traffic. So that's the pros. You're going to get some sales you may not have gotten before. But the cons, this is where we want to take a look. One of the things that I really don't like is the fact that if you are using Uber Eats or Open Table, your establishment is grouped into the herd. So there are hundreds or maybe even thousands of different choices for that app user to select for their dining dollars. So if you look at this quick screen capture here, do you really want to be lumped in with McDonald's if you're a fine eating establishment? So a couple of the challenges that we see by Uber Eats by itself is that it really doesn't bring you any foot traffic. Now, as you know, as the owner or manager of a eating establishment, you know, foot traffic is king. Once you get them in the door, you can upsell them for appetizers, additional drinks, cocktails, beers, wines, whatever you might have coming from the bar, and you can get those upsales. Well, if it's a takeout order, there's no upsales. And you still have all that overhead, and they're just using you like a drive through. So that's not great for your bottom line. The additional thing that it doesn't do to help your staff and retention is there's not all tips for those out orders. So those takeout orders for Uber Eats don't help your staff. Okay. And then the really one I like to focus on is there's no establishment experience. There's no coming to feel the vibe of your establishment. There's no ambiance. There's no experience by sitting down. And so the cons of Uber Eats really kind of add up to be some negative things if used alone. However, we've got a strategy to help you understand how to leverage Uber Eats to get more revenue. Okay, so what we do is we recommend that you use Uber Eats as a lead generation tool. Let them spend millions of dollars marketing to the world, and then what you can do is get your own custom app. Now, once you've got your own custom app, you put a download and offer card in each Uber Eats order. So as that bag of food goes out with the plate of food that you put in there for them in the container, you're going to put a card in there that says, get our mobile app. Okay. And incentivize the customers to download your mobile app with an on premise offer. So come in tomorrow and get a BOGO, or come in tomorrow and get $3 off of an entree, or whatever you happen to do. But it is inviting them back into your establishment. Key point. Then from that point forward, you can use push notifications to bring them into your establishment with offers. So let's say it's a slow Tuesday night and you want to bring some foot traffic in. You can use your mobile app to send push notifications that give them some sort of offer that incentivizes them to come into your establishment. And the big part of this is once they have your app, they can join your loyalty program. One of the challenges that a lot of people don't like about Uber Eats is that Uber owns the customer. When the reality is, you've built your business, you have a brick and mortar establishment, you have the overhead, you really want to own that customer. So it's really important, if you look at this, you can use Uber Eats as a lead generation tool and then catch them and drive more revenue with your own mobile app. So let's look at that. We help build, and this is our business, we build mobile apps for organizations. And we will build you a custom mobile app that is in your colors, your logos, your motif, and it will be found in the app stores. And they are affordable from any size establishment. Regardless of your budget, we can put together a program that you can afford a mobile app and get it today. Once you have a mobile app, you then use push notifications to engage your clients and drive traffic inside your store. Now, we don't looking for curbside orders as much. We're looking for people to come and sit and enjoy your environment and have the opportunities for your staff to upsell them on all kinds of different beverages and foods and treats. Then inside the app, we have your own loyalty system. So they're going to come back and get loyalty points for your organization. And when you have your own built-in reservation system, you don't have to be using tools like OpenTable. You can have your own reservation system. So when people want to come to your establishment, if the 7 o'clock window is not available, they can pick the 6:30 or the 8, and then they're not out there shopping in OpenTable or tools like that where they might just go somewhere else. And the real key thing here is that you own the customer. So these custom mobile apps are made for you to engage the customer. Thanks to push notifications, on text messaging, when that little icon lights up with that red number, what do? We go look. And so your icons will light up with that red number, and your patrons will go look to see what the offers that you have or the updates of the information. So push notifications has virtually 100% read. And so then what you can do is you can use Uber Eats to drive people to your establishment. Then you help them get your mobile app on their phones. And then from there, you've got the customer. Then you can engage them. You can have them coming back into your establishment rather than being out there in the shark pool with everybody else with thousands and thousands of different eating choices when what you want is for them to come back to your establishment. So that's the program, that's the strategy. We will show you how to use Uber Eats to bring in leads for you and new customers and create them into higher value, higher revenue customers that you can get more revenue per visit per customer than you can from a curbside takeout service. Let Uber spend millions and millions of dollars promoting dining out, and then you bring them in with your own app. So if you want more information, please get in contact to us today. Our email address is here, sales@themobileappshop.com. You can call us at this phone number, 801-875-6151, to get a hold of our hospitality specialists. And we're going to show you 4 pillars of really being an effective online presence. That includes a mobile responsive website, mobile apps, social media, and most importantly, a strategy. Technology for the sake of technology is worthless. So what we're going to do is show you how to use these tools combined with using apps like OpenTable and or Uber Eats, and we're going to show you how to make more money per client and have a larger loyalty to your organization than someone going back to a general find eating app like Uber Eats, and you have to fight for attention. So give us a call today. We'll help you with our strategies. Again, we have budgets that are solutions that will fit any budget, from the smallest to the largest. We can help your organization make more revenue for your customers and retain the customers that you work so hard to get. If you have any questions, please get in contact with us. Thanks, and make it a great hospitality day.